Imagine the terrifying, heart-stopping moment when a $1 million hypercar, whether it's a Bugatti Chiron, a Koenigsegg Jesko, a Pagani Huayra, or a limited edition Rolls-Royce, collides with an obstacle at high speed, a moment where the pinnacle of automotive engineering, painstaking craftsmanship, and almost mythical performance is instantly confronted with the harsh reality of physics. And in that split second, everything changes as the car, which was designed for precision, speed, and luxury, faces forces that no amount of carbon fiber, titanium, or aerospace-grade aluminum can fully withstand, and the scene unfolds in a surreal mixture of beauty and destruction where the exterior, polished to perfection, sculpted for aerodynamics, and painted in colors so vivid they rival sunsets, begins to fracture under the stress of impact. The fenders crumple, the doors warp, the windows shatter, and even the carefully engineered aerodynamic wings, spoilers, and diffusers designed to slice through air with minimal resistance betray their delicate nature under the enormous G-forces, while inside, the cabin, a sanctuary of hand-stitched leather, custom embroidery, brushed metals, exotic woods, and advanced infotainment systems, transforms into a chaotic, twisted environment where airbags deploy in a violent burst, seatbelts lock with jarring force, and digital dashboards flicker and die, showing warning lights and error codes as the life support systems of the car struggle to protect its occupants, and simultaneously, the engine, often a masterpiece of mechanical engineering with bespoke components, twin turbos, or naturally aspirated perfection producing over 1,000 horsepower, is violently displaced, fluids leak, and complex systems like adaptive suspensions, traction control, and torque vectoring, which normally work in harmony to make the car dance with precision, become irrelevant in the face of the sheer destructive force of the crash. And as the dust settles, the owner and any passengers face a landscape that is part museum exhibit, part disaster zone, where every panel, wheel, and mechanical component represents tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of dollars in bespoke craftsmanship, and where the emotional impact is as intense as the financial one, because beyond the metal and carbon fiber lies years of engineering, design philosophy, and human labor dedicated to creating a machine that is as close to perfection as technology allows, and yet, in mere seconds, that perfection is shattered, leaving behind questions about safety, responsibility, and the limits of human control. And then comes the reality of recovery, where insurance companies, often specialized in exotic vehicles, assess the damage, calculate whether repair or total loss is appropriate, where parts that may need replacement are rare, custom-made, and sourced from distant factories, and where labor alone can run into hundreds of hours, costing more than some people pay for a home. And all the while, the psychological toll on the owner, who has invested not just money but passion, pride, and identity into the vehicle, is profound, as they grapple with shock, regret, and the haunting knowledge that no matter how much money can repair metal, the aura, the history, and the original unblemished perfection of the car are lost forever. And yet, there are fascinating stories of recovery, of master craftsmen painstakingly restoring every stitch, every panel, every component to bring the car back to life, sometimes even improving upon the original. And throughout this entire journey, from impact to aftermath, the lessons about speed, safety, the limits of technology, and human error become starkly evident, reminding us that no matter how advanced the vehicle, how skilled the driver, or how exclusive the car, the laws of physics are indifferent to luxury, price, or prestige. And as we examine this scenario from multiple angles, engineering, financial, emotional, and social, it becomes a complex narrative about risk, responsibility, obsession, and the delicate balance between human ambition and the unforgiving reality of the road, showing that crashing a $1 million car is not just an accident. It is an event that intertwines technology, wealth, artistry, and human psychology in a dramatic, unforgettable, and cautionary tale that leaves lasting impressions on everyone involved, from designers and engineers to owners, insurers, and even spectators. And the ripple effects extend into discussions about hypercar culture, the ethics of high-speed driving, the limitations of modern safety systems, the economics of rare automotive parts, and the almost mythological status these vehicles hold in our society, reminding us that while we can chase perfection, speed, and exclusivity, we are always subject to the immutable forces of gravity, momentum, and human fallibility. And in that tension lies the true drama, fascination, and sobering reality of what happens when a $1 million car crashes, an event that encapsulates not just a single moment of destruction, but a multi-layered story of technology, art, wealth, risk, and human emotion, extending from the instant of impact through every ripple of consequence, lesson, and reflection that follows.